It's Week 13 of the National Football League. And coming up, we're going to see Keenan Allen. He rises when it matters most as he comes in third in the NFL in touchdown receptions. It's the Chargers and the Raiders, and it's kicking off next on Madden NFL 23.
Well, there's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Las Vegas Raiders. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Chargers coming into play. You figure they've got to be looking forward to this one. They've got a clear advantage on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and they totally understand it, not just by running the numbers, but those numbers do play into it because you've got one of the better passing offenses in the league, a top 10 unit, going up against one of the poor defenses in the league. So I think we're going to see these guys take some shots downfield. But right from the start, I expect them to attack and get right after them.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. And as the Raiders take over on offense, we get to see the man who has been the leader of this team for 9 seasons now, under center Derek Carr.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdowns. Interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. the sack to Joey Bosa.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Johnson to return it. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger offense makes its way out for the first time in this ball game, and leading the way, already a star in just his 3rd season, it's Justin Herbert.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The numbers for him from a week ago. 11 carries, 82 yards.
And as we discovered in talking with the coaching staff prior to the game, going up against a team that struggled against the run has only emboldened them to run the football more. I expect 40 to 50 carries in this game.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Herbert takes it and just pops it forward. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
On 2nd and 11 now. Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Gerald Everett, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are on the board first here in Vegas. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 7-0. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. 2nd drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. shotgun now for Carr. He's got a man, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one goes for 30 yards.
That's good for Las Vegas. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Carr now to throw. And this one caught by Beasley. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. The numbers for Adams in last week's game. 6 catches, 82 yards.
And he was able to pull that last pass in, but he's going to face a tall order here because he's going up against the number 2 unit in the NFL against the pass.
And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, 26 yards. And the Raiders are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown. Returning from his end zone is Ty Johnson. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Time to get some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. The Chargers at 6-5 now on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. 7-7, our score after 1. Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a third down coming up. Here's Herbert. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Walked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football? And
now the red flag out on the field. We'll have a challenge forthcoming.
Play is under review.
The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football.
After review of the play, ruling on the field.
So not conversion. He'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have one challenge remaining. They'll run for it with Eckler. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Herbert. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Herbert. And that is incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
On 4th down, Herbert. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Wk13. And the Raiders will have solid field position here as they take over. Yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Once again, it's Jacobs. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Carr. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, 20, 10, 5, and he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this?
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Austin Eckler with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. A nice tiny little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Week 13 here in the NFL. First weekend of December. Playoff races definitely coming into focus now. And we got a couple of good ones in prime time. Tonight, national audience gets a look at the Colts for a second straight weekend. This time they're at Dallas, 7:20 Central Time for that kick. And then Monday night, Saints and Bucks from Tampa.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. Here's Carr. Back to Renfro again, complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner. He got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
Now Carr again. The open man here, Renfro. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Throwing again on second down. Carr. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Carr to throw again. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Looking to throw again on second down. Carr, throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Here's Carr to throw. Renfro bringing it in over the middle. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Here's second and 1 now from the 7. Carr. And it's caught. Touchdown Raiders. Darren Waller. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Chargers going to take over here one more time before the half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Play action. It's Herbert. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a halftime over. No problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Fielded just outside the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this 3rd quarter. This offense ready for the first drive of the 3rd quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun 2nd half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the 2nd half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Fresh out of the locker room, they hit it again in overtime. Because to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his 1-on-2 matchup.
Herbert off of play action. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 16 more on that one and another first down. Up the middle with Eckler. They find some open field here. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. First down, and they stick with Eckler. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 52 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there's another first down run right there.
It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
Well, Brennan, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want to.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
On 2nd and goal, Herbert got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen with career touchdown number 60. And the Chargers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is now 21-14. That time a 6-play drive. And it was Keenan Allen who finished it all off with the touchdown reception. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good 2nd half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the 2nd half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
Carr's throw taken in by Adams. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Carr finding his former college teammate Adams there for the Raider first. Carr going to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll just get rid of it.
More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. The veteran Kyle Van Noy in there to drop him. Well, I think that time he just maybe held on to it a little too long, CD, because after a couple of seconds in this league, you know those defenders are coming.
And how many times do we talk about complementary football? We usually talk about does the offense help the defense? Does the defense help the offense? I think in this case, does the quarterback help out his offensive line? You only have a certain amount of time to get rid of the football. They can only do so much.
And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we draw up. It's Joes, and when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now Carr. And he's got Renfro in the end zone. Touchdown Raiders. Great effort there. 27 yards. And the Raiders are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 21. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. They started on the ground with Eckler. And a short pickup to about the 25.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to find that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. Running on first down, Eckler. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Now it's Herbert. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 22-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Herbert throwing again. Forced out to his left. And that is incomplete.
Well, momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He finds his target, Allen. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Eckler now between the tackles. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Hopkins with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Raiders 21.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And this is going to be a Raiders 1st down as good running gets him to about the 44. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
23 yards, the final tally.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Carr now on 1st down. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 33. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep. His first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. He'll hand off here to Eckler. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Herbert. He completes it to Beckham. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
They run on 1st down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 25-yard line. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Likely put an end to this thing. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Herbert. And Allen's got it. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Chalk for a Chargers touchdown. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Chargers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the fourth quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Dustin Hopkins to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. So Derek Carr in the offense, down by 2 touchdowns, 1:45 to play. A 4th straight defeat looming on the horizon, barring a comeback here as they've got it with a first down. Carr to throw. And this is caught by Beasley. And they work this well upfield across the 45. First down now, but that clock rolling. Throwing his Carr. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
And now defensively in the 2-minute drill, the big key to me, make sure you understand your assignments, and anytime you get a chance to tackle someone in bounds, get them on the ground.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Carr. Looking deep for Adams. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Now Carr, got to have this one. And he's got his man here, Beasley. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. So they convert on 4th, and now from just outside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jacobs. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Meanwhile, Carr's throw complete to Hollins. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so. Now Carr.
This is caught. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. One final try now for Carr. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Chargers, the win moves them a couple games over 500 now at 7-5. And they'll have another road date next week with the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, it's another week with more questions than answers as they fall to 3-9. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams.